Next question. The fundamental frequency of a blocked node under a tension of 400 Newton, underline that, is 250 Hz. When the frequency is changed to 500 Hz at a constant length, the tension is, so this question is asking us for the tension, and if you observe, using the triune component, the given parameters from here, number one, you will see that we have the fundamental frequency given to us to be 250 Hz. So we'll write that. If you look at the question, we have another frequency. Frequency is changed to 500 Hz. So that becomes our F2. So quickly, F1 is equal to 250 Hz. Then alongside F1 is tension of 400 Newton. T1 is equal to 400 Newton. Okay. Then what again is given? The frequency is changed to 500 Hz. So we have 500 Hz as your F2. Is that clear? Then our tension T2 is unknown. Is that clear? T2 is unknown. If the length is constant, then you know that L is constant. So this will help us to be able to use the appropriate formula for this. So using, are you following? Using frequency divided by the square root of tension, then we can say that F1 divided by the square root of T1 is equal to F2 divided by the square root of T2. Okay, this is the relationship we're going to use to solve this problem at this time. And you see that we have the triune components to be frequency, tension, and length being constant. So F1 is 250 divided by the square root of T1 is 400 is equal to F2 is 500 divided by the square root of T2, because that's what we're looking for. So cross multiply from here. What do we have? We now have 250 multiplied by the square root of T2 is equal to 500 multiplied by the square root of 400. Are you here? So our goal is to make T2 the subject of the formula. So divide through by 250. 250 cancels out 250. Then you are left with the square root of T2 is equal to 500 multiplied by the square root of 400, all divided by 250. Is that clear? Something is missing from here. We have not squared that T2. So let's insert the square root. Okay? So now the next step from here, we'll take the square root of both sides. Take the square root of both sides. Or you say square both sides. Are you here? So that square root of T2 all squared is equal to, open bracket, 500 by here multiplied by the square root of 400 all divided by 250, close your bracket, squared. Is that clear? So that this squared will cancel out the square root. Then T2 is equal to, okay, then 500 squared, okay, multiplied by 400. Yes, you can see that, all divided by 250 squared. Is that clear? So we have expanded or removed the bracket there. So let's proceed further, so that T2 will now equal 500 squared will give us 250,000 multiplied by 400 all divided by 250 squared will give you 62,500. So that by further expansion, T2 will equal 250,000 multiplied by 400 will give us 100 million. Are you following? 100 million all divided by 62,500. So T2 finally, if you divide 100 million by 62,500, T2 will equal 1600 Newton. That's our final answer. Connect to our social media handles at PhysicsBible, the Triune Physics, for latest update. Thanks for joining us. Stay equipped, stay liquid.